Showtime for our chat with Reds manager Terry Francona. Tito, obviously game one, kind of a tough one, but Paddock kind of again keeps you in the game. Let's start there. What'd you see from him?
I think there's a lot to kind of think he can help us. He went 5 innings. I think he threw 87 pitches, 88 pitches. He made a couple mistakes when he was ahead in the count, 0-2. And then there was a couple balls that were absolutely missiles. But if we can make the plays, Lowe jumps for one, hits off the end of his glove. The other ball, Ellie hits the lip, and it stays down. And again, they were hit really hard, and a couple of the walks didn't help.
You talk about the walks, that kind of set up the opportunity for the ball that Ellie unable to get to that could have been a double play ball. On a play like that, what did you see? So it hit the lip. Is that still a play that you kind of want your shortstop to be able to make?
Well, I want him to make every play there is. That was a really hard play. I mean, that ball was a missile, and it hit the lip and stayed down. I don't know. If he makes it, great, because that's an easy double play if he makes it. But I don't think people realize how hard a play that was.
Blake Dunn has had some really nice at-bats for you. You've started kind of giving him some regular at-bats. You've always kind of been the type of guy, if you earn them, you keep getting them. He's been earning them. What is it that has impressed you the most about what he's been able to do at the plate?
It's not just at the plate. He's playing the whole game, which is good. Like, if the bunt's there, he'll take it. If the stolen base is there, he'll take it. He makes the plays defensively. He's not trying to do something that's not there either. He's just letting the game come to him. We're actually going to let him lead off in the second game, and hopefully he can give us a little boost.
We talked before game one that you've had different guys in the leadoff spot. Are you wanting somebody to kind of take the reins in that spot, or do you kind of, even if Dunn has a couple of hits today, still kind of want to see some other guys there?
I think I reserve the right now to kind of let's go day by day, just because there's lefties, righties. This is a little unique where you got split doubleheader and a day game tomorrow. Want to try to make sure, one, we want to win. Two, we want to make sure we don't overdo 3 guys and have 2 other guys sit in the bench.
We continue our pregame conversation with Reds manager Terry Francona in a moment on the Reds Radio Network.
Get ready for baseball season with BetMGM, an exclusive retail sportsbook of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions. Visit the BetMGM sportsbook at the banks on game days for the best Reds tailgating. And BetMGM is the best place to make your favorite baseball bets. Sign up today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park. 21 plus and present in Ohio. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Hi, it's Dan Horde. Cincinnati weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
Reds fans, the Ohio Lottery Postgame Concert Series is back for the summer. Join your Reds for baseball and live music after select games this season, featuring country music's California Cowboy, John Party, the famously masked EDM artist and producer Marshmello, the boss Rick Ross, and hip-hop artist Ludacris. Plus, you can upgrade your tickets to enjoy these shows up close with a field pass. For tickets and more information, visit reds.com/concerts.
Pull off and fuel up at Ralph's American Grill, home of serious burgers for serious appetites. From the barbecue bacon to the black and blue, every burger is stacked, loaded, and built to satisfy. Grab the Smokestack Club or crunchy Nashville chicken sandwich. Think you've got what it takes? Climb into the cab of the Big Rig Challenge. 6 patties, loaded fries, and a milkshake. Conquer it in 45 minutes and take home the prize. Ralph's American Grill in the Roberts Center off 71. Learn more at ralphsgrill.com.
Welcome back to our pregame conversation with Reds manager Terry Francona. Tito, a couple of roster moves ahead of Game 2 today. One of them is Chase Petty getting the start as your 27th man. Let's talk about him first. What do you want to see? What do you hope to see from him that maybe he could build off his time up here earlier?
I would say pound the strike zone. If they pound the strike zone, then you could make adjustments. If you're working behind or you're walking people, it's awfully hard to make adjustments. Then you got to make a perfect pitch because there's traffic, and that's not always easy to do.
Connor Phillips is a guy that you just optioned back to Louisville. When he's been in the strike zone, he's as tough as there is to hit. The problem is the consistency. So how do you get a guy like that to just really trust his ability to find the strike zone? And is that all you want to see from him in Louisville?
Well, that's the biggest thing, is just attack the strike zone. And I think right now he's pitching to not walk people as opposed to going out there and trying to carve people up and attacking. And again, I know when it's happening, it's easier said than done. And I kind of told him that. I said, man, I wish there was a magic potion, but you have to do it. And we believe in you, but you got to be the one to do it.
That's Reds manager Terry Francona. The Reds try to split the doubleheader with the Cardinals coming up shortly. It has more of the pregame show next on the Reds Radio Network.
Here's a look at tonight's Game 2 starters for Cincinnati. It's right-hander Chase Petty. He was called up from AAA to make this start. He has no record and a 4.76 ERA. Right-hander Kyle Leahy goes for St. Louis. He's 5-3. His ERA 3.94. The Reds and Cardinals are up next on the Reds Radio Network.
This is Cincinnati Reds baseball.
The Reds are on the radio.
Reds baseball is brought to you by AAA. At home or on the road, we've got you covered. Bar S Foods, quality meats that are just right. From hot dogs and sausage to deli meats and more, Bar S is just right. Western and Southern Financial Group, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Tri-Health, the official healthcare provider for the Cincinnati Reds. Kroger, fresh for everyone. PNC, the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds. Reds baseball is also brought to you by This is the Reds Radio Network.
There's no better way to enjoy Reds baseball than with a spicy bite that only Slim Jim offers. And during this homestand, get some as part of the Kroger Meal Deal. For just $9.99, the Kroger Meal Deal includes a hot dog, a soda, Lay's potato chips, and a Slim Jim meat stick. Ask for the Kroger Meal Deal during your next trip to Great American Ballpark and pick up Slim Jim meat snacks at Kroger throughout Reds Country. And see why Slim Jim's intense flavor takes meat to a new level, the way only Slim Jims can.
John Crook here. You ever hear sound and immediately know your day just got expensive? That right there, that's the sound of a bad day. Look, on the field, I'm prepared and ready for anything. Off the field, I'm the same way, because repair bills don't ask permission. They just show up. That's why I have CarShield, coverage options that help with costly car repairs.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Hi, this is Tyler Stevenson. Through Reds Country Cares, we want to help bring awareness to this great cause.
Life is not surface level, and neither is healing. At Black Women Cultivating Change, they're ending the stigma around mental health in the black community because your healing matters. Join the movement at blackwomencultivatingchange.org.
To learn more about Reds Country Cares, visit reds.com/unity.
Calling all Reds fans. Stop by your local United Dairy Farmer store this month and use the UDrive Plus app to save big on Hershey's and Reese's products. Purchase 2 king-size bars for just $6 or 2 standard size for just $4. And it's a great time to try the new Reese's Oreo Peanut Butter Cup. Save on Hershey's and Reese's at your local United Dairy Farmers today. If you're not a member, download the UDrive Plus app and register now. Offer good while supplies last, only at United Dairy Farmers.
Second. McLean just missed it. 2 down, and Will Benson comes to the plate. It's got to be the Phillies or Cardinals, right?
Correct.
I think it's the Cardinals. First pitch to Benson is in there for a called strike. 0-1.
I'm going to say Phillies.
You're going to say A, huh? Or B. That's B. Cardinals is A. Benson takes a curveball down. 1 ball, 1 strike on Will Benson. 171, couple of homers. He's driven in 5. Now the 1-1 pitch. Benson rolls this one on the ground, and that'll get through up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Benson has himself a 2-out knock. He's aboard to be, see if he can begin the Reds' 2-out rally. Now P.J. Higgins. Higgins, I thought, had some nice at-bats in the game Wednesday against the Phillies.
Yeah, a little single to left, a little single to right. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just trying to find a hole.
Higgins takes up and in for ball 1 and goes, look, I'm not trying to kill it. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help this team.
Yeah, he drove in a couple runs in that ball game.
Strike called to Higgins, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No overswing, just basically putting the ball in play.
And he's choked up on the bat. Well, I said, it looked like you were choking up with 2 strikes because I'm choked up the whole time. Understands his role. The 1-1 pitch is down and away. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count on Higgins with a runner at first base and 2 men out. The right-hander stares in, gets the sign. Pick to first, and back safely is Benson. Well, the Reds had Blake Dunn on in the first inning and didn't run with Dunn. Benson can run a little bit too now. See if they have him in motion. No. And the pitch is swung on, lifted in the air toward the right field corner, but slicing into the seats, foul, out of play. We've talked about it before. The advantage of running when you have 2 men out in the inning is if you're successful, then you got a chance to steal a run with a 2-out base hit. And 2-out hits are hard to come by, so you just kind of help improve your odds. The Reds haven't had Benson in motion yet. It's 2-2 on Higgins. Right-hander comes set. Here he comes. And a swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball up and in. Higgins down on strikes. Inning comes to a close, and we go to the 3rd inning. On to Cowboy. Cardinals 1, Reds nothing on the Reds Radio Network.
Chase Petty back out for his third inning of work. And a leadoff walk to begin the top of the second. Ultimately, Jordan Walker came around to score. And that is where we stand at the moment. Cardinals 1, Reds none. Cardinals won the early game of this doubleheader 8-1. And that was a ball game that the Reds led early 1-0. Left-handed hitting J.J. Weatherholt steps to the plate, and he'll take a pitch just a bit down over the inside part of the plate. Looked like a changeup. 1 ball, no strike count here to the leadoff batter for the Cardinals. Weatherholt flied to center in his first at bat, and he will foul this one down the third base line into the seats and out of play. Weatherholt stands tall at the plate, not much bend in the knee. And he ropes this one into right field. That'll be a base hit right over the head of Matt McLean, a line drive, and Weatherholt is a leadoff base runner. So for the second consecutive inning, the Cardinals have their leadoff batter aboard. And that'll bring to the plate Ivan Herrera. You don't see too many hitters that have their back foot on the outside of the back line and their front foot on the outside of the line closest to the third base dugout. Fouled off to the left side. But you know what? If it works for you, keep right on keeping on. And so far for Ivan Herrera, it's working for him. 268 batter. Came into the ball game with 12 doubles and 6 home runs, 25 RBIs, and he likes to swing it. And he'll take that fastball off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Weatherholt has 6 stolen bases, did not attempt a stolen base in game 1 of this doubleheader, but he has yet to be caught. Pitch from Petty, ground ball left side, backhand De La Cruz, quick throw to second, got him on to first. That's a double play! Oh my goodness, that was miraculous.
That was one of the best double plays you will ever see.
Ellie De La Cruz going deep into the shortstop hole. He backhands it, off balance, bullet throw to McLean, who picked it on the dirt, and what a turn by McLean. I mean, they cut him down at first, 6-4-3. It won't get much better than that.
Wow. That was incredible. It looked like a sure hit in the hole. It's short. Ellie had forever to go. A blind throw. Oh, my.
Burleson, first pitch swinging, a little bloop down the left field line. Blade has it, and the Reds will head to the dugout to celebrate and hopefully get some runs here in the third. 1-0 Cardinals right here on the Reds radio.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Get ready for the baseball season with the exclusive retail sportsbook of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions, and it's the best place for all your baseball bets. Sign up today. BetMGM, make it legendary. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park. 21 plus and present in Ohio. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Tommy Throwoff, voice of the Reds here. If your current defense can't handle a lineup of pests, it's time to make a call to the bullpen. Rose Pest Solutions can mow down pests of all kinds year-round with the Rose Home Service Program. Depending on your needs and budget, you can choose from basic, advantage, or premium levels, all of which come with a dedicated technician. The Rose Home Service Program is the ideal way to stay ahead of pest invasions all year long. Pest problem? The Rose Home Service Program is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
This tax season, did your CPA fall a bit short of expectations? Dean Dorton's award-winning tax team has your organization's best interests in mind. We don't just file your taxes and say, see you next year. Our experts stay hand in hand with your business year-round, offering guidance and alerting you to important regulatory changes. So your April surprise is nothing more than a pop-up shower. Contact Dean Dorton today at deandorton.com/Reds. That's deandorton.com/Reds.
Hi, this is Tim O'Connell, Senior Vice President of Ballpark Operations at the Cincinnati Reds. From the first pitch to the final out, SBM ensures every seat shines. Our custodial teams keep ballparks spotless so fans can focus on the game and not the grime.
TJ Friedel will lead things off for the Reds as we begin this third inning of play. It was Friedel, not Blade, that made the catch down the left field line. So used to Blade being out there. Blade in the designated hitter spot. Friedel playing left field. And Friedel is set to lead it off. It'll be Friedel, Dunn, and De La Cruz. And what a double play that the Reds turned in the top of this inning. Maybe that'll give these boys a bit of a spark. Leahy turns it loose. First pitch misses off the outside corner. That's a fastball, and it's a 1-ball, no strike count. Friedel still trying to find it. Hits the ball hard, but right at the second baseman, Weatherholt. He will throw to first in time, and that will be the first out of the inning, and that'll bring Blake Dunn to the plate. Today's Toyota Tundra Home Run Challenge contestant, that would be Jenny McLarney from Mason, Ohio. And if a home run hit by a Reds player during this afternoon's game hits the Toyota hit and win sign that's located out in right center field, well, Jenny, you'll win a brand new built in the USA 2026 Tundra, all courtesy of your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers. First pitch is a ball. Jenny McLarney from Mason, Ohio. Good luck. Fastball up and in. The check swing did not check in time, according to home plate umpire John Tumpane. 1-ball, 1-strike count. Breaking ball, fouled back behind home plate. Well, I used my best Irish for Jenny McLarney.
I like that.
Breaking ball misses outside. 2-ball, 2-strike count. One down here in the Reds' third. Reds trailing the Cardinals 1-0. Fastball right down Broadway. That is strike 3. 2 down.
You ever been to Ireland?
No. I've paid for a lot of trips for folks to go to Ireland, but I haven't been. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of. It does beg a few questions.
When you're a dad, that's just kind of what you do.
Just on my short list of places.
Got some pictures. Change up, swing and a miss here to De La Cruz as he bats with 2 down here in the third.
Sure, the pictures made the investment all worth it.
Oh, sure they did. The 0-1. That's going to miss up and away to Ellie. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. I'm still trying to process that double play ball that the Reds got in the top of the inning. That pitch misses inside. I mean, that is as good of a double play as you're going to see, and a high level of difficulty, I might add. Backdoor breaking ball. That'll miss outside. It is a 3-ball, 1-strike count here to De La Cruz, who is trying to get that bat warm back up. 1 for his last 16 now. Well, he sets ready, and Leahy will deliver, and it's a breaking ball. He gets it in there for strike 2. That'll run the count full.
There were just so many elements of that double play. First of all, the range by Ellie, then bending down to his backhand to get it. The twisting blind throw, it was low.
Swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals right-hander Kyle Leahy. So through 3, Cardinals 1, Reds through. Heading back to you as we head on to the 4th, right here on the Reds Radio Network.
Cardinals come to bat in the top of the 4th inning, leading it 1-0 before they bat. Let's pause for station identification. Up and down the Reds Radio Network. Jordan Walker leads off the Cardinals' 4th inning, just as he did in the 2nd when they got their run. He led that inning off with a walk. He takes a first pitch breaking ball from Petty, down and away for ball 1. 1-0. Same as our score, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Couldn't lay off that one. Pretty good slider down and away. Cowboy, that looked like that was on the plate. It was a little low, though.
Well, it's starting on the plate. Mm-hmm. That's the ticket to getting a swing.
Now the 1-1. That fastball hits the outside corner. That actually came back to the edge. Really nice pitch by Petty.
When you can make that pitch, then the hitter has to swing at the next slider that starts out there on the plate. If it starts way in the left-handed hitter's batter's box, not swinging.
So that's what you follow that up with right here.
Right.
Huh?
You come right back with the slider. You start it there. You get it off the plate.
Petty ready to go with the pitch he wants, and here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball, he tried to do it, but he started it too far outside. It spins way off the plate, 2-2. So when you fail to execute that pitch, what do you have to come back with here?
He can come in here. That's what he wants. That's what Higgins wanted.
The 2-2, swinging, and he barely tapped it foul. Just got enough of it to stay alive. As another slider in the outside corner. Just doesn't have that same effect, does it, when you double it up?
Well, because the hitter's protecting out there anyway with 2 strikes.
2-2 on Walker. Petty brings the glove up, starts into his windup, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing, and he barely got a piece of it again. Bounces it over by the on-deck batter, Nolan Gorman.
But again, that's a setup on the inside corner, and the pitch is on the outside corner. You can't miss that far if you're going to be consistently successful at the big league level.
Here's the 2-2. And it's a little bit low. Change-up fading down. Didn't get the swing that he wanted there. The count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander's back to the plate with a payoff pitch. Walker lifts it toward left center field. He puts a pretty good charge into it, and that's trouble. It's going to short hop the wall. Into second base is Walker, and he's just going to park there with a leadoff double in the 4th inning.
So when you get big hitters at the plate, and I'm talking about big body hitters, everything is away, away, away. You're running right into the barrel. They have tremendous extension. If you never give them anything to be concerned about on their hands or on the inside corner that they might have to speed up on, it just allows them to really lean on that outside edge. And that's where a guy like Jordan Walker, that's where he makes money. Because that slider was a strike. It was down and away, but you've already been out there 5 consecutive times.
Nolan Gorman with a runner at second. Nobody out. The pitch is a changeup off the plate outside. The count is 1-0 on Nolan Gorman. Gorman singled Walker around to third base in the 2nd inning before he scored on the sac fly. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Gorman. And it misses too high. Fastball up and away. 2 balls, no strikes on Gorman. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Petty eyeballing Walker at second. Now he comes home with a 2-0 pitch, and Gorman goes the other way with a fly ball to left. T.J. Friedl started back, now comes in toward the line. Makes the catch. Walker has to stay at second, and Gorman's the first out of the 4th inning. Brings up Mason Wynn. There's no better way to enjoy Reds baseball than with the spicy bite that only Slim Jim offers. Pick up Slim Jim meat snacks at Kroger stores throughout Reds country. See why Slim Jim's intense flavor takes meat to a new level, the way only Slim Jim can. Petty's home with the first pitch now to Mason Wynn. He swings, hits a little looping liner, caught near the line by the first baseman Lowe, and the runner Walker has to stay at second base. So now 2 down here in the 4th inning. And Brian Torres, who has been really tough for the Reds to get an out on, comes to the plate. Singled his first time up in this game after getting a couple of hits in game 1 in his big league debut. First pitch to Torres is off the outside corner. So far, he has rewarded the Cardinals for playing the hot hand, bringing him up from AAA Memphis. Petty looks back at second, ready at the belt, and here he comes. The 1-0 pitch, bouncing ball right side. Into field at McLean. He'll flip it on to first for the outside, retired. Really nice job by Petty to work around the leadoff double. Looked like this inning could be headed for trouble, but the Cardinals strand Walker at second. Still 1-0 St. Louis. Middle of the 4th inning. A Great America on the Reds Radio Network.
Being a parent comes with a lot of questions. That's why Cincinnati Children's Primary Care is here to make things easier. We've got neighborhood locations across the tri-state with many open evenings and weekends. And we accept most insurance plans. Our pediatricians take the time to listen and explain, supporting your child from newborn days through the teen years, including mental and behavioral health. And if something comes up after hours, our nurse helpline is there 24/7. Cincinnati Children's Primary Care, partners you can count on.
The world's largest Christian music festival is coming to the Ark Encounter, July 28th through September 5th in Williamstown, Kentucky. 40 days of live music from artists including Jeremy Camp, Crowder, Kane, and Matthew West, along with Southern Gospel, Bluegrass, and Christian country favorites. There's something for everyone. All concerts are free with Ark Encounter admission. Don't miss 40 days of Christian music. Go to arkencounter.com.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Roberts Truck Sales has pre-owned fleet-maintained vehicles, including sleeper, box, and yard trucks, plus single and tandem day cabs and forklifts for purchase. View our inventory at robertstrucksales.com and use the map feature to find a location.
By Dunn, his second hit of this game. And now Ellie up with runners at first and third and one out. Quite a bit of pressure on Kyle Leahy beginning his third time through this Reds order now. Ellie struck out his first 2 times up, one for his last 17 as he hits here, with a chance to do some serious damage for the Redlegs. Shortstop Wynn shading up the middle. Second baseman Weatherholt's over in the hole. Off the bag at first, Dunn. The right-hander sets and delivers. And the pitch is a strike call to backdoor breaking ball, and it's 0-1 on Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie's only hitting .250 this year with runners in scoring position. The 0-1. Swung on, high, deep drive, left field. Torres back, turns, looks, gone! A 3-run opposite field home run for Ellie De La Cruz to put the Reds on top 3-1.
Ellie has been at his best from both sides of the plate, driving the ball the other way, and that is even to step that point.
So the Reds have jumped in front 3-1 on Ellie's 12th home run of the year. Now here is J.J. Bleday. That has certainly seemed to wake up that first base dugout. The pitch, Bleday swings and fouls it away. 0-1 on J.J. Bleday. Fly to center and a strikeout. Bleday fouls it off left side into the second deck. 0-2 on Bleday.
That was a major mistake by Leahy. Fastball up right in the middle of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and down on strikes Bleday. That's the 8th strikeout of the game for Leahy. Second time that he's been able to get J.J. Bleday tonight. And now Sal Stewart will be the batter. Now let's give you the stumper. First, the first pitch to Sal Stewart. In there for a strike. Since the year 2000, 5 right-handed batters have hit 30 or more home runs in a season while playing for the Reds. This time around, we're looking for the right-handers. You did the left-handers in Game 1. Same number, actually. Pitch down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sal Stewart. Who are these 5 right-handed batters? Stewart takes low and away. And he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. Sal worked to walk his last time up, grounded to short in his first at bat, the 2-1. He swings, sends a high fly ball deep toward the right field corner. Walker over there into foul ground and out of room. It's back into the seats.
How about Todd Frazier?
Flava Frage. He did it in 2015. That's one.
Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips. 2007.
How about Adam Duvall?
Adam Duvall. 2016 and 17.
Now I got to think about it a little
No, you
bit.
don't. You don't have to think that hard. One of them you're going to have to think on. Another one should be very obvious. Three and 2 on Stewart. Leahy has struck out a career high 8 already in this game. Nobody on, 2 men out. Leahy's 3-2 pitch. And strike 3 called, and Sal wants to challenge it. He thought that changeup was inside.
The batter's challenge.
Well, I thought he thought it was inside. I think he's going to think it was low.
Suarez is your obvious answer.
Bingo. That's correct, yes. It is low, so Stewart will go down to first base, working a 2-out walk. Second walk of the game issued to Sal Stewart. Now Nathaniel Lowe. Now, the last one you might need to think on a little bit more, but he had a big year, and now we've got a visit to the mound. Dusty Blake is the Cardinal pitching coach. He's going out there to have a word. While they chat, let's pause for station identification and give you some time to think. 3-1, Reds have the lead. A visit to the mound with a runner at first and 2 outs as we pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network. Reds lead at 3-1. Sal Stewart's at first with 2 outs. Visit over with Leahy and the pitching coach Dusty Blake. The last guy you're looking for was with the Reds, I think, a couple of years. Fans liked him, but he just switched teams this offseason. He hadn't been with the Reds for a few years. Still playing. He was an outfielder with the Reds and not a very good one. Leahy deals with Lowe. Check swing on a first pitch changeup, and Lowe went around according to third base umpire Jacob Metz. 0-1. Pretty tall. 0-1 on Lowe. Up too high with a fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lowe delivered a base hit in the 4th. It was a great diving play by Walker. And this ball is crushed. Blasted deep to right center field, up near the power stacks, and gone. A 2-run shot for Nathaniel Lowe. And the Reds have played it 5 here in the 5th. It is 5-1. The second home run of the inning. Ellie's first, a 3-run shot. Now Lowe's the second, a 2-run blast. And that was up pretty close to the Toyota Tundra sign out in right center field.
Tell you what, Nathaniel Lowe is coming to the party. Matter of fact, he's leading the pack coming to the party. That's 2 home runs today.
Now Matt McClain. Check swing, strike on a first pitch slider to McClain. 5-1 Reds. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, a slider down and away, and he's behind the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 on McClain. Leahy into his windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. This ball's hit well right center field, but playable. Scott back, and he'll make the catch just shy of the track. Out in right center, and the inning is over. But what a round for the Redlegs. They played 5 on a couple of home runs. Ellie's a 3-run shot. Nathaniel Lowe a 2-run blast. And we head to the 6th inning now with the Reds up 5-1 on the Reds Radio Network. Reds are leading at 5-1. Chase Petty back to work. He's thrown the ball well so far tonight. As he deals with Ivan Herrera, Alec Burleson, and Jordan Walker. Elliot Lowe going deep last inning to put the Reds on top. See if Petty can keep doing what he's done. He's done a nice job so far tonight.
I drew a blank on Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos is the last one on the scoreboard stumper. Very good. Drew Westerheide, one of the many probably shouting at his radio, and that's up and in. Well, the last thing you want to do right next to walking the leadoff guy is hit the leadoff guy with the first pitch after your team gives you a 5-1 lead. But Herrera gets drilled in the left shoulder. He goes down to first base on the hit by pitch.
With changeup.
And now Alec Burleson. So the 5 right-handed hitters with 30 or more home runs in a season since the year 2000 while playing for the Reds are Brandon Phillips, Todd Frazier, Adam Duvall, Eugenio Suarez, and Nick Castellanos. Pitch to Burleson, ripped over the head of the first baseman Lowe, down the right field line. Chasing it into the corner is Benson. On his way, hustling to second. Burleson diving in safely with a double. Herrera around to third, and the Cardinals right back into a threat here.
And they move into DEFCON 1 in the Reds bullpen.
Now, I'm not going to say that Chase Petty was sailing along, but he had done a nice job to this point. He had retired the last 6 that he's faced until he hit Herrera with the first pitch. The pitch to Jordan Walker. Bounce to third and foul. It'll go just outside the line at third. 0-1 on Walker. Walker has walked and doubled. Petty readies. Looks in, fires the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, that's fouled back, and now 0-2 on Walker.
That's the first ball he's gotten in on Walker tonight.
It was in off the plate, but it was in. Now Walker uses his timeout. Does that set up the down and away slider?
Right, I got to believe that Walker, that's where he's got to be looking.
So do you try to go with that anyway, or do you want to counter what he's looking for?
I might go right back in there off the plate.
0-2, here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted high into the air, foul, right side. That'll get out of play.
Because you look at the balls that Walker has hit this year with authority, they have been breaking balls, off-speed pitches.
Now warming for Cincinnati.
I mean, it's 0-2. You rush that thing right up under his hands.
The first 0-2 pitch got a lot of the plate. Here's the 0-2 again. And there's the breaking ball down and away, and he takes it easily.
And this is when you rely on reading swings. You throw a slider there, and the hitter never moves his hands. Never moves them. That tells you that he's looking away. If he starts the hands forward and stops, that means he's cognizant of the ball inside.
Petty delivers up and in under his chin. Walker leans back out of the way, and the count is even at 2-2.
That's a little more like it.
Right-hander sets ready. Big breath, 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball low. Just a little bit down. It was definitely low.
And Walker was backing up on that pitch.
Petty back to the plate. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and this ball is drilled high, deep, left center field, and it is gone. Into the Reds bullpen, a 3-run home run for Jordan Walker pulls the Cardinals right back within one. His 15th home run of the year, his second home run of the day, gives him, as I mentioned, 15.
He now has 41 RBIs. That's a lot of runs batted in. And that's all she wrote here on this night for Chase Petty.
Terry Francona on his way to the mound. Pitching change made in the 6th. 5-4. Reds have the lead. And we'll tell you all about the new pitcher when we come back on the Reds Radio Network.
Reds fans, bring your family and friends and save big on concessions with Budweiser 3-2-1 Tuesdays. For all Tuesday Reds fans can enjoy select $3 beers, $2 Bar S hot dogs, and $1 ice cream cups. This grand slam of a deal includes something for everyone. Get your tickets for Budweiser 3-2-1 Tuesdays at Reds.com/Tuesday.
Being a parent comes with a lot of questions. That's why Cincinnati Children's Primary Care is here to make things easier. We've got neighborhood locations across the tri-state with many open evenings and weekends. And we accept most insurance plans. Our pediatricians take the time to listen and explain, supporting your child from newborn days through the teen years, including mental and behavioral health. And if something comes up after hours, our nurse helpline is there 24/7. Cincinnati Children's Primary Care, partners you can count on.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Reds head to the bullpen. Brock Burke gets the call. He is our Wober's Mustard call to the bullpen. Wober's Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. Burke coming on for the 25th time. 1-2 in the record department. A 3.57 ERA in his 22 2/3 innings pitch.
Well, the Reds still have the lead, but we got ourselves a ball game. It is a 1-run advantage now. It was 4. Burke's first pitch to Gorman. Down and away for ball 1. Fastball, and Higgins says,
previous pitch was called the ball. The catcher's challenge.
So let's find out. We all watch together. And did it clip the bottom of the zone? Ooh, not quite.
That call is confirmed. Cincinnati has 1 challenge remaining.
By the slimmest of margins. 0.2 of an inch. It was just below the zone. 1 ball and no strikes on Gorman. A base hit and a fly out to left for the Cardinal third baseman tonight. Swing and a miss. That was a fastball up on his hands, and Gorman couldn't catch up to it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Burke through the signs, readies. Higgins sets away, and the pitch is just a little bit down. Fastball. 2 balls and a strike now on Nolan Gorman. Burke back home, 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Had a high fastball there. Gorman has had trouble laying off the pitches that have been elevated in this at-bat. He's laid off the pitches down. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gorman has had problems laying off the high fastball in any at-bat at the big league level.
2-2, bouncing ball in the hole at short. Ellie over, gloves, sets, throws, and in time to get the out on Gorman at first base. That's the first out of the 6th inning. Brings up Mason Wynn. Wynn a sac fly to left field in the 2nd inning. Lined out the first baseman his last time up on a soft line out. Right-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. Burke fires a strike at the knees with a fastball, and it's 0-1 on Mason Wynn. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup from Burke, and it just didn't look like Wynn could wait long enough.
Yeah, that was a changeup over the inside part of the plate. And Wynn, you could see the hips open. He thought that was a fastball, and then as he made his swing, the ball wasn't there yet.
0-2 on Mason Wynn. Burke to the plate, swung on and fouled back. and then he goes into protection mode against a fastball at 98. Got just enough of it to fight it off and stay alive. Here's Burks. 0-2 pitch again. Up in on the hands of Mason Wynn. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Burks 1-2. Up and away, and the count is level. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit by pitch, a double and a home run this inning for the Cardinals. After the Reds got a pair of big home runs, a 3-run shot and a 2-run shot, the 2-2. Wynn goes the other way, fly ball right field. Here comes Benson in to make the catch, ranging to his right. Moving towards center, he'll put that one away. Went out on the line drive to right field for the second out here in the 6th inning. And it brings up Brian Torres, who the Reds got to ground out of the second baseman his last time up after he singled in the 2nd. Torres has had a very memorable big league debut day. 2 games on his first day in the big leagues. The pitch is up and away, and he's made them count. 2 days on your first day could be a bad thing if it doesn't go well. That has not been the case. The 1-0 pitch. Torres takes off the outside corner, fastball from Burke, and it's 2-0. Torres got a chance to play for Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic this year. Did well. He was 2 for 6. Had a double, scored 3 times. So he was productive. Now the 2-0 pitch to Torres. Strike called. A little older for a guy making his big league debut, 28 years old. But he has been in the minor leagues for 9 seasons.
Just tells you a little something about his perseverance.
Swung on, fouled off, left side. That's out of play.
I mean, he played a couple of years in independent baseball before getting the opportunity with the Cardinals, and he has made the most of it.
Played for the Milwaukee Milkmen in the American Association. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the left-hander Burke to the plate with a 2-2 pitch. And it's just off the outside corner, fastball away. 3-2. I don't know about you, but watching him, he just doesn't look like a guy that's making his major league debut today. He looks very comfortable. He's had some really good at-bats. He's worked this one full. Left-hander against left-hander in the 3-2 pitch. Burke delivers, and it's fouled away again down the left field line, twisting into the seats. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And holding here on Brian Torres.
Well, you get to 27 years old and playing this game your whole life. That's the point where you should be pretty sure about what you do best and how you do it, regardless of the level.
3-2 again. And he walked him. Missed outside of the fastball. Torres works the walkies on for the second time in this game. Now Pedro Pages comes to the plate with a runner at first base and 2 outs. Pages is popped to short, flied to left. Burke staring down the runner, now throws, and it's a weak ground ball toward third. Fielded behind the bag by Stewart, flips it over to first in time, right on the money to get Pedro Pages side retired. But a 3-run home run from Jordan Walker has pulled the Cardinals within 1. 5-4 the lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning at Great American Ballpark on the Reds Radio Network.
Hey, Reds country. Barry Larkin here. I played in games where one call changed everything. Safe, out, strike 3. In baseball, the call can decide a moment. In life, sometimes a call can save one. For families waiting on hope, that call can mean a second chance. That's why I support Network for Hope. I am a voice of hope. To learn more and register, Visit networkforhope.org. Reds fans, will you answer the call?
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's time for baseball, and Belterra Casino Resort is just as excited as you are. Celebrate a Cincinnati win with non-stop gaming action, our sportsbook, fabulous restaurants, and a Tom Fazio-designed golf course at Belterra Casino Resort. The game doesn't get much better away from the ballpark. Belterra Casino Resort, Southern Indiana has everything you need for a perfect game. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-994-8448. Great American Ballpark and Great American Mustard. Some things just belong together. Family owned and Ohio made, Wilbur's Mustard has been a Reds game day favorite since 1905. If you're at the ballpark or watching from home, top off your hot dog, burger, or brat with Wilbur's Mustard.
Left-hander Justin Bruill out of the bullpen for the Cardinals. Bruill coming on for the 25th time. No record. 5.24 ERA. 13 walks in his 22 1/3 innings.
They will get Spencer Steer leading off the Reds' 6th inning. Steer up there to pinch hit in place of Will Benson. First pitch, Steer swings, fouls it back. Steer went hitless in game 1 of today's doubleheader and snapped his hit streak at 11 games, over which he hit .348.
Didn't we have Bruill in spring training one year?
I don't remember that. The 0-1. Steer takes too high on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. If we did, I don't think it was very long. Left-hander to the plate with a 1-1. Backdoor breaking ball hangs off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
Yes, we did. 2024.
Wow. It wasn't that long ago. I should have remembered that. Fouled off to the right. It's into the seats.
8 appearances.
Oh.
10 hits, 7 2/3. 5 earned runs.
Well,
gone. Did not make the team.
2-2 on Steer. Bruill to the plate with a 2-2 pitch. Steer pounds into the ground, foul past the third base coach Willie Harris. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Steer really having a nice season. .270 so far for Spencer Steer. 7 home runs, 18 RBIs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rules 2-2. Swung on, fouled away at the plate. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Spencer Steer. Benson 1 for 2 in this game before getting lifted for the pinch hitter. .5-4, Reds leading it in the 6th. 2-2 pitch. Up and away. Just kind of left that changeup floating out there. Higgins next, then Friedel. See if Terry Francona will have Friedel hit for himself. And Steer lines this toward the gap in left center field. That's going to get down. That's extra bases as it rolls all the way to the wall. Steer into second, and he'll slam on the brakes there with a leadoff double here in the 6th. Well, remember last time he had a double-digit hit streak. He snapped it and started that 11-game hit streak the next day. Well, here he starts a new hit streak the same day that he snaps his 11-game skid. And he's got himself a leadoff double in the 6th. Now P.J. Higgins. Rule's first pitch, Higgins squares, drops down the bunt, but double hit it. So it's a foul ball as it goes rolling up the third base line. Nothing in one.
Looked good for a minute.
It did. Looks like it'll be Dane Myers to hit in place of TJ Friedel if it gets that far. Brule sets. They play against the bunt. Higgins squares, pulls the bat back as the pitch misses up and away and evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. We have the corners crashing in. Higgins choked up on the bat. Brule turns it loose, and Higgins drops it down in the grass between the mound and first base. Off the mound, the pitcher gets it. Brule underhands to get the out at first to Burleson, and steers up to third on the sac bunt by P.J. Higgins. That is a guy that just understands his role so well that he will do whatever it takes to help this team out. And he helps the team there with a sac bunt to get Steer up to third base. And now Dane Myers off the bench to hit for TJ Friedel.
Well, this is one of those points when you get the leadoff double by Steer. Bruille's got to face 3 Reds batters. So if you're Terry Francona, you get to pick your matchup. You pick your matchup with Steer. He rewards you with a double. You get the sacrifice bunt down with Higgins. And then you get a righty-lefty matchup here with Dane Myers at the plate. And it's not like Myers is coming off the bench cold because he had 3 at-bats in game 1 of this doubleheader.
Infield in all the way around. Reds are up by a run, trying to add on. Here's the pitch. Myers swings, fouls it off. Right side, 0-1 on Dane Myers. Cowboy mention. Myers 0 for 2 in game 1. The 0-1. He swings and drills it to the left center field gap. That's down all the way to the wall. Steer will score. Myers into second base. He's got a pinch hit RBI double. 6-4 Reds. That was almost identical to the ball that Spencer Steer hit. Pretty much the same spot. A line drive right into the left center field gap. This one scores Steer. And the Reds have added on here in the 6th inning. And that's going to be it for Brule. Oliver Marmol, the Cardinal manager, out of the mound. Pitching change made in the 6th. With a runner at second, 1 out. Reds are leading it 6-4 on the Reds Radio Network.
Some of the most interesting conversations and important questions about the present and future can happen around the dinner table with the ones you love. For answers you can trust, rest assured Western & Southern's family of companies is always here, enabling you to cherish every moment, big and small, so you can live the life you want to live for generations. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Create the yard of your dreams with help from Menards. Give your lawn a professional-grade look with Pennington Contractors Mix. It contains a mix of grass seed that covers up to 8,000 square feet, providing your lawn with quick, lush, professional-grade results. Save big money on Pennington Contractors Mix now at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds.
Right-hander Gordon Graceffo out of the bullpen for the Cardinals. Graceffo coming on for the 23rd time. 3 wins, 1 loss, a 1.69 ERA. He's allowed 14 hits in his 26 2/3 innings. He's only struck out 11, but opponents hitting a mere 163 against him. He is a sinker ball changeup pitcher, and he gets a lot of ground balls.
Blake Dunn at the plate. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Dunn has 2 hits tonight. Pair singles scored in the 5th. He bats with Dane Myers at second base, and only 1 out here in the 6th inning. 6-4 Reds.
Take a hard ground ball right back up the middle here.
The 1-0. And it's popped into the seats, foul, first base side. While we have a moment, I want to say happy birthday to Red Senior Vice President of Facilities and Operations, Tim O'Connell, celebrating a big birthday today.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Blake Dunn. Check swing. Didn't go. That was out to get a water in the dining room a little bit ago, and well, it looked like they were having a big old birthday party for Tim out there in the dining room. So, nowhere he'd rather be on his birthday.
Now, you think Tim is a cookie cake or a regular cake?
Swung on, fouled off right side. I bet he's like one of those marble cake guys with the chocolate and vanilla swirled together. Best of both worlds type of thing, you know?
I hear you.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Dunn. And the right-hander home with a 2-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Got him looking. Down on strikes, Blake Dunn. 2 outs.
Curveball. He dropped that one out of the sky.
Now Ellie. Last time up, all he did was drive one into the left field seats for a 3-run home run. At the time, it put the Reds on top 3-1. The pitch to De La Cruz in the dirt inside, and it is smothered at the plate by Pages to keep Dane Myers at second base. I don't know how Pages smothered that the way he did, but he sure did.
Well, number one, he's not on one knee. He's squatting like a catcher, and he can move left to right.
1-0 the count.
He's on one knee now.
The 1-0 pitch. Strike call on the outside corner. Changeup hits the edge and evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-4 Reds, bottom of the 6th inning. Great American Ballpark. Nightcap of our day-night doubleheader. The 1-1 in there for a called strike to De La Cruz, and it's 1-2. The Cardinals won the first game of this doubleheader, running away with it.
Maybe he was on one knee on that first pitch. It didn't look like it.
Not the way he moved. 1-2. Graceffo to the plate with a 1-2 pitch. Ellie lays off the curveball in the dirt. 2-2 on De La Cruz. Reds would love to find a way to get Myers home from second and get a little greedy here in the 6th. They've already scored 1. The 2-2 up and away, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on De La Cruz.
I think he's going to throw him another changeup.
Well, if it's on the plate, see if Ellie's ready for it. Payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled left side, came back with a fastball instead.
Good thing I wasn't hitting.
I don't think you would have caught up to that.
97 on my hands. See you, cowboy.
3-2. No, but hitting's easy. Myers off second. Graceffo at the belt. And comes the plate. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball down low. Ball 4. And Ellie will head to first base with the 2-out walk and bring up J.J. Bleday. They didn't institute some limit on 3-run home runs in a game, did they?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So Reds could use another one here. So here's Bleday. He's 0 for 3 in this game after going 0 for 3 in the first game. So you could say he's due. He's a .421 hitter this year with runners in scoring position. The pitch to him. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Bleday. Make no mistake, he's got plenty of power to drive one out of here. The right-hander Graceffo. A look to second. And the 0-1 pitch to J.J. Bleday. Up and away, and the count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Graceffo sets the 1-1. Breaking ball hangs it upstairs, and it's 2-1. So Bleday with the count in his favor now, and he can start to look for something to drive right here. You know he doesn't want to go 3-1. Graceffo brings it in, and it's swung on and fouled back. Boy, he put a good swing on it.
Just a bit tardy. That got plenty of plate. 97 up around the thighs.
I would imagine Bleday wouldn't mind having that back. 2-2 on Bleday. Graceffo back in the count. Here he comes with the 2-2 pitch. And it's on the ground, smashed to first, and Burleson fields it to a knee and takes it himself to the bag. 3 unassisted, side retired. But the Reds do tack on one more here in the 6th. It's back to a 6-4 Reds as we head to the 7th inning at Great American Ballpark on the Reds Radio Network. Graham Ashcraft back to work here in the 8th inning. Reds are up 6-4 as the Cardinals come to bat. Before they do, let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Graham Ashcraft going to work against Nolan Gorman. First pitch on the way. Gorman watches one miss way up off the mid of the catcher Higgins to the backstop. 1-0 on Nolan Gorman. Gorman singled back in the second. He's flied to left and grounded to short since. 1 for 7 on the day today, Nolan Gorman. The 1-0. And Gorman takes low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Reds up by 2 in the 8th. It is 6-4. Reds trying to even this series and split today's doubleheader after the Cardinals won game 1. Ashcraft's 2-0 pitch in there for a called strike. 2-1. Reds with a couple of roster moves before the game in their bullpen. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, in on the knuckles and fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gorman. Connor Phillips was optioned back to AAA Louisville, as was Jose Franco, and the Reds activated Caleb Ferguson. And the 2-2 pitch, just off the outside corner to the left-handed hitting Gorman. Count runs full 3-2, and then they brought up Zach Maxwell. Also the 27th man for this game was Red starter today, Chase Petty. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a cutter. Fastball up in the zone, and Gorman just could not catch up to it. One out here in the 8th. And now Mason Wynn. 0 for 2. A sac fly his first time up. First pitch to Wynn. Spins too low. Slider from Ashcraft down on the outside corner. 1-0 on Mason Wynn. The 1-0 pitch. Right in there for a called strike. Back in high school, he was getting quite a bit of attention as a two-way player on the showcase circuit.
Well, he can throw the ball almost 100 miles an hour.
Ground ball to the second baseman, right at McLean. He's up with it. Flips it to the first in time for the out. Wynn is the second out here in the 8th.
Wynn's got a cannon. But he can also have great range, and he can swing the bat a little bit over there at shortstop.
Now with the bases empty and 2 outs, here's Brian Torres. 3 for 6 in the doubleheader today after making his big league debut in game 1. He has walked and singled in the nightcap. The pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Early game tomorrow. Reds and Cardinals will wrap up this 3-game get-together.
Torres reached up and looked like he was going to tap the top of his helmet and just kind of adjusted the bill of the hat.
0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. I guess you don't want to be the guy to lose a challenge in your first day in the big leagues. He wouldn't have. He would have won the challenge, by the way. The pitch was high. Here he comes. Up and in under his chin, and he leans back. Limbo move out of the way of it. 1-2. 1:40 start tomorrow, on the air at 1:10. Ashcraft's 1-2 pitch to Brian Torres. In the dirt inside. Brady Singer against left-hander Matthew Liberatore. Will the Reds be going for a series victory? Back-to-back, perhaps. Got to finish this one off. We're in the 8th. Ashcraft's 2-2 pitch to Brian Torres. Swung on, skied in the air, foul. Third base side behind the Cardinals' third base dugout and out of play. 2-2 the count. Cardinals scored first. Got on the board with a sac fly in the second inning. And then the Reds, with a couple of home runs in the 5th, jumped in front. They've led since. 2-2 pitch. Ashcraft to Torres. And he didn't want to, but couldn't hold up on the slider down and in. Torres down on strikes. Ashcraft works a 1-2-3-8 with a couple of strikeouts to bottom of the 8th inning, with the Reds looking to add on to their 6-4 lead on the Reds Radio Network.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
Living with eosinophilic esophagitis, or EOE, it's not easy. Between being misdiagnosed and managing symptoms like difficulty swallowing and food getting stuck in my esophagus, it can be challenging. I learned to deal with it by using coping habits like drinking water after every bite I take, or I cut food into small pieces. But I had enough of the status quo of EOE.
Is it time for you to stand up to your EOE status quo? There are ways to manage your condition. Dupixent or dupilumab is the first and only FDA-approved prescription medicine of its kind for adults and children 1 year and older who weigh at least 33 pounds.
If you're ready to stand up to EOE like I was, it's time to ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away if you have trouble breathing or wheezing or swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or throat. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection or asthma. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor.
Learn how you can stand up to your EOE status quo at standuptoeoe.com or call 1-844-DUPIXENT.
Cincinnati, it's time to get out. Pogo Pass is now Get Out Ohio, your all-access pass to sporting events, museums, theme parks, and so much more. Over 50 attractions, one low price, huge savings. Use code REDS26 at GetOut.com for the lowest price.
Fernandez back to work for the Cardinals. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Ryan Fernandez came on, struck out the side in the 7th. Now he will go to work here against Spencer Steer, P.J. Higgins, and Dane Myers. Steer, a pinch hit double, led off the 6th inning and then came around to score on a Dane Myers pinch hit double. First pitch to him, and he swings and hits a line drive right at the left fielder. Ryan Torres makes the catch for the first out of the 8th. One down, and now P.J. Higgins. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kids and Fat Tire Beer, Cheese, and Pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. JTM Food Group. Let's create great dishes together. Pitch, fouled back. Tony Santillan getting ready for the 9th. The 0-1 to Higgins. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on P.J. Higgins. Higgins has been productive again tonight. Higgins struck out in the 2nd inning, led off the 5th inning with a base hit, came around to score, and then dropped down a sacrifice bunt his last time up. The 0-2. Check swing on a pitch in the dirt. Didn't offer at the slider down. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. One-two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with a slider. Higgins strikes out. And Fernandez has struck out 4 of the 5 batters that he's faced so far. Here is Dane Myers, who doubled into the left center field gap that drove home Spencer Steer when he was pinch hitting in the 6th. Myers whirling the bat around, and the first pitch on the way to Myers. He shows bunt here, pulls the bat back, watches a strike, and it's 0-1.
Make no mistake about it, Ryan Fernandez is coming in pounding the strike zone.
Here's the 0-1. Myers swings, sends a high fly ball deep left center field again. On the run, the center fielder Scott makes the catch up against the fence.
Nice play.
A great running catch going all the way to the fence in left center, reaching out right before impact get in to retire the Reds in the 8th. We go to the ninth. Reds trying to hold on, up 6-4 here at Great American Ballpark on the Reds Radio Network.
Right-hander Tony Santillan out of the Reds bullpen trying to protect the Reds' 6-4 lead. He is our Reds Wober's mustard pitching change. Wober's mustard. Let's put some mustard on it.
It looks like the Cardinals are going to use a pinch hitter, Jose Fermin, off the bench to hit for Pedro Pages. Santillan trying to nail it down.
Tay Ashcraft did an awesome job.
Great job. He went an inning and 2/3 scoreless and struck out 3. Allowed 1 hit, didn't walk a batter. That's the main thing. Didn't walk a batter. Reds bullpen has worked 3 scoreless innings so far tonight. You have to go back to April 18th to find the last time the Reds bullpen went 4 or more innings of scoreless ball in a game. Pitch to Fermin. It's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Jose Fermin. Right-hander against right-hander. Santillan comes set. And here he is with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up. Good fastball in on his knuckles. No balls and 2 strikes. 6-4, Reds leading it in the ninth. Make sure you stay tuned. It'll have the Toyota Tundra star of the game on the Reds postgame show once we're done. Santillan, hands together, belt high set. And here's his 0-2 pitch to Fermin. Swung on, high fly ball, deep left field, steer back at the wall, gone. A pinch hit home run for Jose Fermin. And the Cardinals are within 1 again, 6-5. Second home run of the year for Fermin.
A little bit too much of a good pitch there. 3 straight fastballs. And that one was right down Broadway.
Not where you want to throw an 0-2 pitch at all. 6-5. Now Victor Scott. First pitch, up and away for ball 1. 1-0 on Scott.
Well, that one swing of the bat has given the Cardinals a bit of life in that third base dugout.
Now they're one swing of the bat away from tying it up. Santillan deals the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back left side. 1-1 the count. Santillan ready at the belt. Here's the 1-1. Off the outside corner, fastball away. 2 balls, 1 strike on Victor Scott. Santillan from the belt. Fires home the 2-1. Foul back left side. Well, we'll try it again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Victor Scott the second. Lined out to McLean on a great play by McLean in the second inning. Great leaping catch. Sensi is popped to short and grounded to Ellie. 2-2 pitch. Just off the outside corner. Fastball running away from the left-handed hitting Scott. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Back to the top of the order after Scott. But first the 3-2 pitch to him. Swung on, fouled back again. We'll try it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Santillan looking in. From the belt, again the payoff. And it's hit down the left field line. Slicing toward the seats, foul. Out of play. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Victor Scott. He is putting together one tough at bat against Tony Santillan in this 9th inning with the Cardinals down a run, 6-5. Let's try the 3-2 pitch again. Breaking ball down and in, did not go. Checked his swing in time, and it's a walk. So a walk to the number 9 hitter. Sends us back to the top of the order, and J.J. Weatherholt with the tying run at first base.
Well, now you put yourself in a position from a Red standpoint where you've got the fastest man on the Cardinal roster at first base. Now, he has been caught 4 times, but you got to think they're probably going to try to steal second here.
You hardly ever see it anymore, but do you think about a pitch out? Meeting on the mound is over. Derek Johnson went out to probably more than anything give Tony Santillan a little bit of a breather after that long at bat. Went 8 pitches with Victor Scott, which was immediately on the heels of the home run. Santillan has now given up 6 home runs in his last 4 1/3 innings pitched. Runner at first base, Scott. J.J. Weatherholt at the plate. Santillan from the belt. Here he comes. First pitch on the way. Runner not going. Weatherholt takes a fastball low on the outside corner, 1-0. Speedy Scott easing out to his lead. Santillan home with the 1-0, and a breaking ball bends in there for a called strike. Cardinals still have both of their ABS challenges left. The Reds do not. Reds have none. Santillan's 1-1. Popped high and foul. Third base side, well back amongst the spectators. To the back of the lower bowl, 1-2. Santillan through the signs, picks to first, close, but back safely is Scott. That was a good move right there from Santillan.
That was quick. And Santillan is a big fella. He got those hips around and a snap throw to first. That'll catch your attention if you're Victor Scott.
Inching out to his lead a little bit further. Santillan holding. Long hold, the 1-2. Foul back again. Let's try it one more time. And this is the thing that we're seeing from Santillan, just a little more difficulty than what we've seen in years past finishing hitters off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Santillan's 1-2. Swung on, golfed high into right field. Toward right center, Dunn over there. Now he'll move in and make the catch. And Scott stays at first base on the fly to right by Weatherholt. So now 1 out. And you're in a spot where a double play ball ends the game, or a home run gives the Cardinals the lead. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. Copyright reminders provided by Dinsmore, official legal counsel of the Reds.
Right side of the infield, wide open.
Ivan Herrera swings and misses at a breaking ball down and away, and the count is 0-1. The right-handed hitting Herrera, remember, last time up, punched one through with the runner in motion in the 7th inning. It was a beautifully executed hit and run. Do they think about it again? The 0-1, runner not going. The pitch on the inside corner. Good slider for a strike called. 0-2 now on Ivan Herrera.
Slider away. Slider on the front door side, right over the inside corner.
0-2. Santillan working from the middle of the slab, home with the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Fastball across at the belt. Down on strikes Herrera. 2 gone in the 9th.
That was a little bit of pitching backwards. Sliders early, fastball late. And you could tell Herrera was looking for an off-speed pitch. He didn't get it.
Now Alec Burleson not out of the woods yet. It comes down to Burleson. Burleson picked to first, runner back. Burleson doubled in the 6th and scored on the home run by Walker. He is 1 for 4.
Problem you have with Burleson, you're not going to be able to just stay away. He can cover that pitch if you stay in one spot.
Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Santillan delivers the first pitch to Burleson. Off the outside corner, fastball away. And it's 1-0. Good-looking crowd, 31,144 here for this divisional showdown between the Reds and Cardinals. And they're about all on their feet. Here's the 1-0. Burleson takes up and away. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Tying run at first. Go ahead run of the plate. Santillan from the belt. Here he comes with a 2-0 pitch. And a check swing by Burleson did not go on the breaking ball down, and it is 3-0 on Burleson. You walk him here. You've got the right-handed hitter on deck, but then you put the go-ahead run aboard and you push the tying run into scoring position, and the guy on deck has already hit a 3-run home run in this game. And P.J. Higgins wants to go out and talk things over with Santillan to make sure the two of those guys are on the same page here about how they want to attack this rest of this at-bat with Burleson.
Well, I imagine that Higgins is alerting Santillan to the fact that Burleson will swing 3-0. So it's not like you can just lay one in there.
Conversation is over. Santillan from the belt. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Alec Burleson. And it's a breaking ball inside ball 4. So he walked him on 4 pitches. Down to second base goes Scott. And now Jordan Walker. Walker launched one into the Reds bullpen with a couple men aboard in the 6th inning. That got the Cardinals right back in this game and made it at the time a 5-4 game. First and second, 2 outs, 9th inning. The pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Breaking ball darting to the edge, and it's 0-1 on Walker. Right-hander against right-hander. Walker's been on 3 times. A walk, a double, and that home run. He scored twice. He's driven home 3. Last time up, he struck out. Santillan, 0-1. Swinging a ground ball left side, through into left field, a base hit. Here comes Steer. He will throw to the plate, not in time. And the Cardinals have scored 2 to tie it in the 9th at 6. Jordan Walker coming through large again for the Cardinals. This time with the game-tying hit in the 9th inning with 2 outs.
Breaking ball that just kind of hung on Santillan. And the big, strong Jordan Walker just hooks it through the 6 hole.
Nolan Gorman now, another left-handed hitter at the plate. Santillan deals, and it's in there for a strike. Fastball at the top of the zone, 0-1 on Gorman. The right-hander comes set. Looks at second. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled back. 0-2 on Gorman.
Yeah, you can go a little higher than that with Gorman. You just don't want to miss down to this guy. That's where he handles the ball the best.
The 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. And he popped it in the air. Left field, shallow. Ellie out in Steer. Steer waiting on it. He's got it. And the inning is over. But the Cardinals, with 2 hits, including a homer and 2 walks, have tied this game at 6 as we go to the bottom of the Reds have a walk-off in them here at Great American Ballpark in the nightcap of today's day-night doubleheader on the Reds Radio Network.
There is a land where excitement meets opportunity every day, where happiness and wonder start to feel like home. A place that makes your heart race at every turn, where a good job and a brighter future are just within reach. Some call this a dream. We call it Kentucky. Your next trip could be your next chapter. So pack up and come see us. It's never been easier to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
Life can throw a lot at us, but through all the ups and downs, your financial future will be ever gentle on your mind with Western and Southern. From life insurance to investments, our one-on-one guidance is customized for your needs today and in the future. Western and Southern, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Reds fans, the MLB season's in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Reds fans, don't miss the bus for the Reds versus Nationals August 7th to 10th as part of a 4-day adventure with Croswell Tours. Explore Washington, D.C. and all its history. Visit gocroswell.com for details.
New pitcher into the game for the Cardinals. They have gone to left-hander Joe Romero in a tie game. Joel Pozo has taken over behind the plate for the Cardinals. Reds have the top of the order up here in the 9th inning. Right-handed hitting Blake Dunn, then Ellie, and then J.J. Bleday against Romero on for the 24th time. Romero goes to work against Dunn, and he drops a bunt down out in front of the mound. Romero has it, throws close in time. They got him. Dunn trying to catch him off guard a little bit, dropping the bunt down right in front of home plate. Didn't get it probably as much as he would have liked toward first. It went a little bit back toward the mound.
If that ball is down the line, really even another foot towards the line, he's probably safe at first.
Now Ellie up there right-handed against the lefty Romero. And the pitch. De La Cruz takes a strike over the inside corner. Really wasn't a bad idea at all.
No, I thought it was a great idea. Just didn't go in the right direction.
0-1 the count. Romero's pitch. Ellie breaks his bat as he fouls it at home plate. So he'll need a new twig. Ellie turned this game around once already in the 5th inning. A 3-run home run for his 12th home run of the year. He walked his last time up, hitting in the 6th. Batting in the bottom of the 9th inning with the bases empty and 1 man out. Ellie trying to doctor up a fresh bat. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Ellie, new bat in hand, has the amount of stick he wants on the bat. Batting down to the count 0-2. Romero's 0-2 pitch. Ellie watches a breaking ball dive toward his back foot, down and in. 1-2. Ellie whips the bat out over the plate. Here's Romero's 1-2 pitch. He throws his bat at it and fouls it into the seats down the right field line. Still 1-2. Ellie staying alive. One and two the count. The 1-2 pitch. Too high. With a fastball upstairs. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Romero to the plate, and he misses. Changeup dives down into the dirt. Count is full, 3-2 on De La Cruz. Blade waiting on deck. Romero home with a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a looping liner into left field that's going to drop for a base hit in front of Torres. The Reds have a 1-out base runner here in the 9th inning. Ellie hasn't been running nearly as much in the month of May as he did in April. Do you think about putting him in motion here?
I'm thinking about it. This is when you need a steal.
J.J. Blade at the plate. Ellie inching off the bag. Romero throws a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Left-hander on the mound. Romero looks in through the signs. Sets. Eyeballs Ellie. Comes to the plate. The pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Now it's 0-2 on J.J. Blade.
You got to think he's going to get a breaking ball here. This would be a perfect pitch to steal second base on.
6-6 in the 9th. Romero delivers. There goes the runner. The pitch. Breaking ball down and away. Throw to second. Close. Out at second is De La Cruz. A perfect throw from Joel Pozo down to second base to the shortstop Wynn covering to cut down Ellie De La Cruz and erase the Reds base runner here in the 9th inning. And the Reds want a challenge. The question is, did he get the oven mitt in there? Hard to tell. It was
close.
Very close.
Cincinnati's challenging the outcall at second base.
It's late in the game. It's a big steal if it's executed.
That was the right pitch to go on. It was definitely a breaking ball down and away into the dirt. But you're right, Tommy. Pozo did a great job of digging it out and coming up with a phenomenal throw to second.
He couldn't have done anything more. The crowd reacting here. A lot of Reds fans thinking he's safe. I wish I saw what they saw.
Yeah, it looks like it could go either way.
And the important thing is that the call on the field is that he's out. If the call was safe, I'd feel a lot better about things.
Because the sliding mitt was not finger first into the bag. It was up over the bag. So you're trying to figure out exactly when that contact happened with the bag along with the tag, because they were almost simultaneous.
So we await the word from New York. Right now, he's out. And a caught stealing for the second out of the inning. The count is 1-2 on J.J. Bleday, so that's the other factor here. They continue to look it over. I mean, it's not an easy call at all for Brendan Miller, the second base umpire.
This is going to be slowing the video down to microscopic lengths.
And I think we have a verdict. Let's hear from Chris Conroy.
After review of the call, the field stands. The runner is out. Cincinnati loses the count.
So there you have it. Ellie is caught for the 5th time this year. One ball and 2 strikes on J.J. Bleday. Left-hander against left-hander. And here comes Romero with a 1-2 pitch. Didn't want to, but he went around with a breaking ball in the dirt outside. Bleday strikes out, and the inning is over. So we go to the 10th. All tied up, 6 apiece. Reds and Cardinals here on the Reds.
Right-hander Pierce Johnson out of the Reds bullpen. He is our Reds Wober's Mustard pitching change. Wober's Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. So Johnson on for Santillan. Santillan allowing 2 runs. The Cardinals tied it in the 9th. We are in extra innings. The ghost runner at second is Nolan Gorman. First pitch from Johnson, a breaking ball inside to the right-handed hitting Mason Wynn, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He did have a sacrifice fly to score the first run of the night. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball, down and away. And right over the top of it is Mason Wynn. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. That is not Gorman. That is Sajisi out there at second base. He is the pinch runner. And he is running in Gorman's spot. The 1-1 pitch from Johnson. Fastball strike over the inside corner. And Johnson quickly ahead at a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Tenth inning baseball. Score tied at 6 apiece. Reds and Cardinals. Ground ball left side. Stewart has it. The throw to first in time. 1 down, but because of where that ball was hit in between short and third base, Stewart had to move towards De La Cruz. And Sajisi very aggressive. He heads on to third base, and he will stand there with 1 down. And here's Brian Torres.
That was a really good read, because ordinarily when it's hit in front of you, you don't go.
It was a high hopper, and Sajisi made it work. Reds have the infield in. Fastball up and away. Here to the left-handed hitting Torres. It is Joel Pozo in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Breaking ball, strike over the outside corner. Torres singled his first time up, grounded to second, walked, struck out on a breaking ball his last go-round. Johnson from the set. The long pause, the pitch. Ground ball right to Lowe. Lowe will come to the plate, and they get him. Perfect throw from Nathaniel Lowe. He did not panic. The veteran put a throw at home plate right on the money for P.J. Higgins to apply the tag. Sajisi is out, and there's 2 down.
Boy, what a huge play, and a good tag by Higgins. He reached back right in the line of where the tag was, or where the slide was.
St. Louis is challenging the out call home.
I don't know what they're challenging. This is pretty clear cut, I think.
No, they've got a challenge. Why not use it? I mean, you never know how these things go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
mean, you never know. I mean,
you really don't.
If they overrule it by some miraculous bit of a lightning strike.
Unless he just waved the glove over his arm, but I don't think he did that.
I don't either.
I don't think there's even video evidence that would. No, he's out.
Yeah, he actually hit his hand in the front of his fingers because his hands kind of jerked back to begin with. But if you're the Cardinals, you have nothing to lose here. But a nice play by Lowe to cut him down.
If this were to get overturned and the Ellie stolen base did not, you may as well just go ahead and get rid of replay.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. St. Louis will lose their challenge.
So now with 2 down, there will be a runner at first base. That runner is Brian Torres. Joel Pozo will hit in the number 8 spot. That was occupied earlier by Felix Fermin, or Jose Fermin. Pause from Johnson. Long pause from Johnson. The pitch is popped up down the right field line, slicing towards the seats, and that's where it'll land out of play. No ball, 1 strike count. 2 down here in the top of the 10th. Johnson from the set, and back to the plate he comes, and it is popped up again, this time right on top of the first base bag. The veteran Lowe has it, and the Reds need a run to win it here in the bottom of 10. 6 game Reds Cardinals right here on the Reds Radio Network.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
The world's largest Christian music festival is coming to the Ark Encounter, July 28th through September 5th in Williamstown, Kentucky. 40 days of live music from artists including Jeremy Camp, Crowder, Kane, and Matthew West, along with Southern Gospel, Bluegrass, and Christian country favorites. There's something for everyone. All concerts are free with Ark Encounter admission. Don't miss 40 days of Christian music. Go to arkencounter.com.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
The left-hander Jojo Romero back out for another inning of work. He came on in the ninth. He got done on a bunt. De La Cruz with a single, caught stealing as Blade took an 0-2 pitch, and then Blade struck out to end the inning. And now the Reds will get that ghost runner out there at second base, and that will be J.J. Blade. So Romero out for his second inning of work, and they will walk Sal Stewart to start the inning. And instead of it being Nathaniel Lowe to hit, the Reds will go to their bench and bring on the veteran Eugenio Suarez.
Boy, wouldn't this be a moment.
Listen to the crowd. And immediately out of the Cardinal dugout is manager Oliver Marmol. Had to expect that this would happen if he left Romero in the ball game. Romero is out, and we've got a new pitcher coming on out of the pen. We'll tell you who that is when we come back. It's 6-6. We're in the bottom of 10 here on the Reds Radio Network.
Must be the love, yeah, must be the love right now.
There's so much to love in Ohio because the heart-shaped state is the heart of adventure with 76 free state parks, amusement parks, ballparks, and more. The heart of opportunity with great jobs and a low cost of living. Ohio is the heart of it all. Follow your heart at ohio.org.
As the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds, PNC knows that everyone gets excited about different aspects of the game. Some fans love home runs. PNC likes a well-executed sacrifice bunt. Others love a sliding backhand catch. PNC prefers an infield pop-up caught with two hands. But everyone loves getting discounts on tickets and merchandise with the Cincinnati Reds PNC Bank Visa debit card, especially Reds fans. Learn more at pnc.com/RedsCard. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, NA, member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
You're just like all the others. You're really not that deep because you are a toothpaste that gets wet in my teeth.
Cheer up, girl. What's my dentist doing here?
I'm here with a
Crest Reality Checkup.
Just try Crest 3D White Deep Stain Remover. Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest 3D White goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth, lifting them away. For whiter teeth in one day.
I love my teeth. Tap to buy now. Crest.
The chess match here in the bottom of 10. Oliver Marmol did not want to have Riley O'Brien come into the ballgame to start the inning because he didn't want O'Brien to face Nathaniel Lowe. He leaves Romero in the game, intentionally walks Stewart to bring Nathaniel Lowe to the plate. A lefty-on-lefty matchup. Tito Francona counters with the veteran Eugenio Suarez from the right side. Oliver Marmol moves the chess piece to bring in O'Brien. First and second, and here we go with the 10th. Suarez takes strike one, a fastball over the outside corner, a 99-mile-an-hour heater.
I don't remember Riley O'Brien throwing 99.
No ball, one strike count. To the plate. Way outside. Breaking ball into the dirt. Whoa. Suarez did not check his swing in time, according to first base umpire and crew chief Chris Conroy. So quickly down 0-2 is Suarez. O'Brien from the set. Here he comes. Foul to the right side, out of play. Suarez, McLean, Steer. All of those will get a chance unless there is a double play ball. O'Brien to the plate. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Suarez with the breaking ball. One down. Here's Matt McLean. Well, Matt McLean could do a whole lot for himself with a base hit right here. O'Brien turns it loose. Breaking ball spins off the inside corner. One ball, no strike count. McLean 0 for 4 tonight. But a big at bat right here in the 10th. Tapper foul at home plate. Well, because of all the maneuvering, Oliver Marmol got what he wanted, which was 3 right-handed batters to face Riley O'Brien. It took a little bit of maneuvering and an intentional walk of Stewart to get there. The pitch. Tapper out in front of home plate. O'Brien has it. He'll throw to first in time. And there's 2 down, but the runners will advance to second and third. And that'll bring Spencer Steer to the plate. Is this really the right-handed hitter that you want to face in the 10th inning?
Kind of
with
intriguing.
The game on the line, I think the Reds would like to have Steer at the plate.
Intriguing matchup, isn't it?
2 for 4 tonight is Steer. The pitch from O'Brien. Swing and a miss. Steer cheating for that fastball early, and he was way out in front on the sweeper off the outside edge. No ball, one strike count. Steer back into the box. Blade at third, Stewart at second. The only run that matters is Blade at third base. 6-6 ball game, bottom of the 10th. Pitch. Bounces up there, nicely stopped by Pozo. And that's the thing that you have to worry about more so now than you did with runners at first and second is the wild pitch. O'Brien, that breaking ball is not quite as consistently over the plate, or at least catchable, and he showed evidence of that as he bounced it well in front of home. Almost threw that one to the backstop. A fastball at 99 that hit in the middle of the left-handed hitter's batter's box. Two ball, one strike count. Spencer Steer steps back into the box. A chance to win it right here for the Reds. O'Brien eyeballing Blade at third. The pitch, and he bounces that one up there.
Well, you almost wonder if he's trying to stay away from Steer and he likes the matchup with Higgins better.
He'll have to throw Higgins a strike. He's not come anywhere near the zone in this at bat. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball off the outside corner, but Steer went after it, and that'll run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Spencer Steer. O'Brien from the belt to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out, and we will go to the 11th inning. Reds and Cardinals, wouldn't you know it? First series of the play on. Tommy's coming back right here on the Reds Radio Network.
Late night baseball in Cincinnati, tied at 6 as we head to the 11th inning. Eugenio Suarez stays in the game at third base. Sal Stewart moves from third to first. And the batter is Victor Scott II with a runner at second base and nobody out. Scott walked his last time up, officially 0 for 3. He will probably be bunting here. That's what the Reds are expecting. Corners are tight. The first pitch, no sign of a bunt as he stands there and watches a strike on the outside corner. Backdoor breaking ball is strike one. 0-1 on Scott. Suarez and Stewart still tied at the corners. The 0-1. Not bunting on the 0-1 pitch as he watches a fastball low. Never even flashed a bunt.
Well, Pozo out at second does not run well.
No, he's a catcher. The 1-1. Strike call to the outside corner. 1-2 on Victor Scott. So far, he's just been standing there like a statue. Now the Reds will back up around the infield. Pierce Johnson, high set. The 1-2. And a breaking ball buried right out in front of home plate. Probably threw that right where he wanted to. He just didn't get the chase he was hoping for from Scott. Joel Pozo's the runner at second. He's the ghost runner. Cardinals 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position so far tonight. Reds are 3 for 10. Johnson's 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped into the air, down the line, into foul territory, and into the seats. Over by where the ball boys perched. That little corner down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and holding here on Victor Scott. Everybody will reset. Ellie gets back to his position.
That's a good way to term that. The ball boy corner down the left field line. Ball boy corner down the right field line.
That's right. Johnson. High set. Staring down the runner, Pozo. Watching the clock tick down, the 2-2. Check swing, he went around. Down on strikes, Victor Scott. One gone in the 11th. And let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. J.J. Weatherholt, the rookie at the plate. Runner at second, one out. The pitch to him. Fastball strike right on the outside corner. Well thrown from Pierce Johnson to jump ahead of the leadoff hitter, Weatherholt. 0-1. Signal given. Johnson with a high set. A look to second. Now home with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. And Weatherholt right over the top of it. 0-2. Cardinals failed to advance Pozo. Leading off the inning. A strikeout of Scott. Now 0-2 on J.J. Weatherholt. Cardinals tied it with 2 runs in the 9th inning to force extras. Here we are in the 11th. Still even at 6. Johnson sets ready. And here comes the right-hander's 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball down. He made a notion, didn't go. Able to lay off, and it's 1-2. Weatherholt's been on twice. Singled in the 3rd, walked in the 7th. 1 for 4 tonight. He is 2 for 9 with a couple of walks today in the 2 games combined. The 1-2. Swinging a weak ground ball to the first baseman. Sal Stewart will glove it. Taking himself to the base. 3 unassisted. Pozo up 90 feet to third base, but now 2 outs in the inning. The first batter of these extra innings is always so critical. Now Ivan Herrera. Runner at third, 2 outs. Back and mostly straight up on the infield, straight away in the outfield against Herrera. The pitch to him. Fastball, strike 1. Actually a curveball. Strike 1. Didn't look like it had a whole lot of bite to it. 0-1 the count. Johnson comes set. High hold. And the right-hander's home with the 0-1 pitch. Check swing foul over by the Reds dugout, and he's got him down to the count 0-2. Herrera, base hit in the 7th on the hit and run. Was also hit by a pitch and scored during the Cardinals' rally in the 6th. It was his hit by pitch that started the inning. Johnson sets, high hold. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul, first base side over toward the Reds dugout. It's going to get out of play. So we will try the 0-2 pitch again. Still 0-2 on Ivan Herrera. Johnson in his second inning of work came in, pitched a scoreless 10th.
You got to believe Herrera's swinging at anything close. He doesn't want to strike out looking again.
0-2 and a little flare into short right field. In a hurry, Dunn. He will make the sliding catch. Great play, Blake Dunn. He keeps this game tied at 6. A little flare into short right field. Dunn came racing in, and he uses speed to get there.
That is a great play. Great speed, great effort.
We go to the bottom of the 11th inning, all tied at 6 on the Reds Radio Network.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds.
Hot dogs!
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
The business world is unforgiving, and new challenges appear every day, like combating fraud or making sure you have the cybersecurity system that can protect your data. That's where Dean Dorton comes in. We're a full-service business advisory firm focused on removing the daily burden of financial and risk management. We emphasize easy to work with, easy to understand, and easy to get a hold of when you need us most. Contact us today at deandorton.com/reds. That's deandorton.com/reds.
Riley O'Brien back to work. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Reds in the 11th inning, beginning with Higgins, then Myers and Dunn. O'Brien came on and got all three outs in the 10th. Only twice this year has he gone more than 3 outs. And he's never gone more than 4 outs. Inning in the third is the most he's pitched this year. He will get P.J. Higgins, the ghost runner at second, a steer. Cardinals expecting Higgins to drop down a bunt. And he squares, drops it down, left side, picked up by the third baseman, on the run, flips to first, gets the out. The second baseman, Weatherholt, over to cover. And up to third base goes Steer on the perfectly executed sacrifice bunt by P.J. Higgins.
That is twice tonight that Higgins has executed to perfection the bunt.
And now Oliver Marmol.
Oliver Marmol, you don't normally see a manager coming out with a glove, but it looks like he's going to go to a 5-man infield with a runner at third base.
So they'll bring in Brian Torres from left field. Torres will serve as the extra infielder here, at least for one batter. Reds are hoping that there won't be another batter. Myers came into the game off the bench and delivered a pinch hit RBI double that drove home Spencer Steer, and he drilled it into the left center field gap back in the 6th inning.
And that's exactly what the Cardinals are doing. They've got 3 infielders on the left side of the infield, all in on the grass, 2 infielders on the right side. They do not have a left fielder, so if Myers pulls anything, it's over.
O'Brien throws in, ball 1.
If he pulls anything that gets into the outfield, I should say, into left field.
1-0 on Myers. Kind of odd to see both outfielders playing the other way here against Myers. The 1-0. Breaking ball off the outside corner. 2-0 on Dane Myers.
This would be the version of poker where you say, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm. You got that right. Anything to the outfield pretty much wins it anyway. O'Brien's 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball inside. 3-0 on Dane Myers. Myers does have 3 career walk-off hits. Remember, he won it for the Reds back at the end of March against the Red Sox on the 28th.
I don't know why you don't just walk Myers and try to set up a double play.
3-0 pitch. And they did walk him. So it's inside with ball 4. Myers walked. That looked like the old unintentional, intentional walk. And now Blake Dunn. Now, Dunn's not an easy guy to double up if that's what you're thinking about. But neither is the guy behind him. Ellie De La Cruz on deck. Reds hoping that Dunn can win it here. 2 for 5, couple of singles. The right-hander sets. O'Brien to Dunn. He bunts, pulls the bat back, takes a ball down and away. Flash the bunt.
So if you're the Cardinals, why are you even holding Dane Myers at first? You're creating a hole on the right side for Dunn a chance to hit it through. I mean, even if Myers steals second, it does nothing.
Doesn't matter even a little bit. But they are holding him. The 1-0. And it's a looping liner up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Throw coming home. Steer dives in. Safe. He's under the tag. Reds win it. Spencer Steer diving in at home plate under the tag of Pozo on the one-hop throw from Mason Wynn. And the Reds walk it off 7-6 over the Cardinals. They're going to get on the phone to New York just to be sure.
On the field is the runner is safe at home. This is a crew chief review.
You heard there from Chris Conroy, it's a crew chief review. The call is safe, and that's going to stand. In fact, they're going to be able to confirm it. Because the throw was into the dirt, it popped up the catcher Pozo as he had to take the throw and then couldn't get back down to get the tag on Steer in time. And the Reds celebrate. The call comes back, it's confirmed, and now Dunn is mobbed at first. The Reds win it 7-6 in a wild 11-inning thriller tonight at Great American Ballpark.
Tell you, when you talk about taking your entire roster to try to win a ball game, that's what happened here tonight.
A true team victory as the Reds walk it off 7-6. Blake Dunn.